Race number 5 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 3:15. It's the Cicerello's Belmont Classic over 2,200 metres. It's a listed race. It's the last black type event of the WA Thoroughbred racing season. The replay horse can look at Come Play With Me, winning the Aquanita Stakes.
Followed further back by Campaign. State Prosecutor follows Come Play With Me as they'd reached the 300. Frosty Heart, Come Play With Me, just idled up now, cruise straight past it. Come Play With Me dashes away. State Prosecutor gives chase, gets within 2 lengths of the leader. 100 left to go and he draws the whip on Come Play With Me. State Prosecutor coming, but so's the post. He's too good, Come Play With Me, and he wins the
Come Play With Me's victory in the Aquanita Stakes was its 3rd in a row. He's won 4 of his last 5 since being not quite ready to go around in the Derby. He was ahead of State Prosecutor in the run last start, and that's what won in the race. Looking at the pedigrees of these 2 main protagonists, I think Come Play With Me will probably be better suited to 2,200 metres than State Prosecutor. So I'm expecting him to maintain his upper hand over the Cerise and White Galloper. That horse does go in for second here. State Prosecutor won the Belmont Guineas and then finished second in the Aquanita Stakes. Gets a decent barrier here, but I just don't think he'll be able to turn the tables with Come Play With Me. Number 5, Aconite, was second in what was a farcically run Belmont Oaks 2 weeks ago. The form out of that is going to be very, very suspect, but I'm willing to give Aconite the benefit of the doubt on Saturday. And then number 6, Paddy's Shadow, was just behind Aconite in the Belmont Oaks, goes in for 4th. My top selection in race number 5, going to go with number 1, Come Play With Me, to beat 2, State Prosecutor, 5, Aconite, and 6, Paddy's Shadow. Race number 6 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 3:50. It's the Sweps Handicap, also over 2,200 metres. It's a race at 66 plus level. The replay horse can look at the last start win of Red Army.
Around them, no saying it. Golgotha cut the corner at the 300. The leaders coming back to them. It's still Bow Count by 2. Prying Tom, no saying it. And now Harvey draws the whip on Red Army and he finds the rail. No saying it, though. Stormed up, grabbed the lead. Here's Red Army along the paint, though. At the 100, no saying it. Red Army, the Pontiff draws the Persuader, gets the best out of Red Army. And Red Army does too well. Great ride.
Red Army proved what doubters he had, myself included, wrong with a very good performance last start. That was a high rating victory in which he beat No Saying It by almost 1 length. I think he's likely to improve, stepping up to 2,200 metres. Gets barrier 1. Paul Harvey stays aboard. I think this horse will settle pretty close to the speed and be very hard to beat. From number 4, No Saying It, was second in the replay race. Gets a weight pull from Red Army, but unfortunately he's drawn barrier 11 here for Mitchell Pateman. And if you look at the map, I think that Red Army is going to have a much softer run in transit, and I think he'll be able to uphold the form. Number 9, Midnight Banquet, is a horse that I just simply can't get right, but he was very good in winning a Wednesday race last start. He's a really tough galloper, and I think he'll be able to tough it out here. I think he'll be on speed, and I think he's worth considering for the minors. And then number 3, Witness in Court. For mine, I think this horse is probably better suited over 1,600 metres than 2,000. So I am a little bit concerned about the 2,200 metres distance, but he was really good last start behind Red Army, and No Saying It, I just don't think he can possibly turn the tables on those 2. My top selection in race number 6, I'm going to go with number 2, Red Army, to beat 4, No Saying It, 9, Midnight Banquet, and 3, Witness in Court. Race number 7 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 4:25. It's the Furphy Handicap over 1,200 metres. It's a graduation handicap, a 62 plus affair. The replay horse can look at the last start victory of Night Voyage.
Even under a bit of pressure, Night Voyage got into the clear. Inside the 250, General Hassan still got the lead. Flower of Scotland looked to be struggling. Ramrui coming through. Now Night Voyage has joined in, and Senso is right down the outside. Night Voyage has raced up to General Hassan. Flower of Scotland comes back again. Senso down the outside, but it's Night Voyage in front of General Hassan and Senso.
Night Voyage over-raced in the replay race, but he still got the job done. Had the fastest last 600, 800 and 1,000 metre sectionals in what was a good rating race. He's been really good this preparation. Ran 3 starts ago at Kalgoorlie and got the job done by 3 lengths. Then came to town and ran in a graduation race, the same grade as on Saturday. He was pretty unlucky behind Undisclosed, and then of course he won the replay race. I think his going place is his horse. I think if he can bring his form from May and June, he'll be very hard to beat here, but the query has to be the gap between runs. It's been 31 days. Goes on top, and I'm hoping for a value price. Number 7, Reykjavik, is probably the most talented horse in the race. Gets in with only 55.5 kilos after the claim for Jordan Turner. And I do think the gear change that he had 2 starts ago, the blinkers coming off, has helped him turn the corner. I just don't think he's the most reliable conveyances. He goes in for second. Number 10, Oregon Blondes, completed a hat-trick last start, has drawn really well on Saturday. She will be there or thereabouts, but I think this is a bit tougher than what she's been winning recently. And then number 5, Don't Fuss, was scratched on Wednesday to go around on Saturday. Did race against his pattern last start due to being slow and away. Much better judged on its run 2 starts ago and his form around Misty Meadow further back in its campaign. My top selection in race number 7, going with number 3, Night Voyage, to beat 7, Reykjavik, 10, Oregon Bronze and 5, Don't Fuss. Race number 8 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 5 o'clock. It's the Key Clean Handicap over 1,400 metres. It's a 72 plus affair. The replay horse can look at the unlucky run last start of Touch of Silver.
It's back on the inside, tracking through. Astronomite went up in the middle next, and Our Finest Moment headed the remainder. Flying Time's the leader, coming to the 250. War God under pressure. Here's Gonna Go, getting a run now inside of it. Down the outside is Meteoroid. Flying Time tackled by Gonna Go. War God, Meteoroid, Woodsville down the outside. Gonna Go, Flying Time. Gonna Go got his head in front from Flying Time. It's Gonna Go. Gonna Go won from Flying Time, and
Touch of Silver found himself on the racing equivalent of the Mitchell Freeway on a Friday afternoon in its last race. Didn't get a run in the straight until it was too late. Should be nearing his peak third up. The blinkers go on, and I think he's open to a bit more improvement. Paul Harvey takes over from Peter Nucky, goes on top in what is a difficult race. Number 8, Abdicator, is unbeaten second up, was pretty good in his fresh performance behind Seeker, William Pike, Barrier 1, Darren McAuliffe, like all those things. Number 13, Rock on Tommy, rewarded the patience of his fan club last start. It was a good performance. Query for mine will be the soft track at 1,400 metres and whether he can reproduce the form from last start. And then number 3, Price Catch. This horse is a very, very good finisher. Would certainly have been ranked higher in my picks if he wasn't first up without a trial. Hasn't run for 91 days. My top selection in race number 8, going to go with number 4, Touch of Silver, to beat 8, Abdicator, 13, Rock on Tommy and 3, Prize Catch. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Belmont card. Going to go in consecutive races, starting in race number 5, number 1, Come Play With Me, to win the Belmont Classic, and then going into race number 6, number 2, Red Army. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.